Hello, welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. It's me, Paul Nealon, as always, and I'm here to speak to you about Jason Malumbi and his loan move to Preston. But before we begin, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. They've just launched the Lawnmower 3.0 in the Republic of Ireland. You could be one of the first people to get this product. It is perfect for when you're trying to trim those hairs down below. And also it comes with an LED light, so it allows you to find those rougher edges a lot smoother. And obviously it works in the shower, so it is waterproof, so you can use it down there. But you don't always have to just get that product. There's lots of other products on their website at manscaped.com. Use the code IFFTV for 20% off and free shipping. Check it out in the description.
Kind of brings me on to our next point, which was kind of Conor Hourihane has been linked with a move to Swansea, and it seems to be a very strong link. The Athletic were the ones linking it the other day, and it seems as though he could go there. He's not getting much game time at Villa since Ross Barkley came in. Villa are doing quite well. It's a bit of a COVID outbreak there at the moment. They weren't due to play Everton this weekend, but didn't. That was postponed. But I think it would benefit everybody if he probably went on loan to somewhere like Swansea.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. I mean, he lost his place, as you say. He did start and played regularly enough early in the season. He lost his place to Ross Barkley, and then I think Ross Barkley's got injured, but he's back again now. And Conor's been mainly on the bench, so he hasn't been getting much game time of late. Swansea are absolutely flying. They won away from home again yesterday. They're, I think, still second in the Championship. Great chance of automatic promotion, if not at least will end up in the playoffs. And I think it would be a great move for Conor, because he'd be going to a Championship club, particularly a top Championship club. And I presume, I don't know a lot about the Swansea midfield, I'll give you that, but I presume they want him on loan to start and to play regularly. I don't think he'd go to South Wales to sit on the bench. So I think he needs game time. He needs to be playing regularly, and it's much better to be starting and playing for Swansea than sitting on the bench at Villa, because, as you say, Villa are doing really, really well. They're probably punching above their weight at the moment, and unfortunately it's going to be very difficult for Conor to get back into the team and to get some game time. I was reading online, and it's good to hear this, actually. The Swansea fans were really excited about Conor coming to them, and they were saying, make it happen. And the Villa fans were really upset over it, which I was kind of pleasantly surprised to see. And they said, see him as a valuable squad member. Unfortunately, they weren't calling for him to start, but they didn't want to see him go. They reckoned it would weaken the squad quite a bit. So, but I think, being selfish and from an Irish perspective, I want to see him play week in, week out. There's a couple of months to go to the game in Belgrade, and I don't think that Conor could start in Belgrade if he's not playing regular football week in, week out.
Yeah, well, just go to what the piece said in The Athletic. I have it here on my phone. It says, The Athletic are reporting that Swansea, who are second in the Championship, also hope to sign Conor Hourihane on loan from Aston Villa. Hourihane has only made 4 Premier League appearances for Villa this season and will be seen as a replacement for Morgan Gibbs-White, who was returned to Wolves after his loan spell at Swansea was cut short. So that's the reason why he's now linked. I think, as you said there, it obviously is nice to hear that fans of Villa are unhappy that he's going, but at the same time, you could, if Hourihane's not playing, and I'm sure he wants to play. I know he loves Villa as a club. I know he loves them. But if you're not playing, you have to go somewhere to be playing, especially if you want to be in contention for international teams and so on. And I think with Swansea, who are second, they're 4 points off top. And I think they're 4 points off third then. Bournemouth are 4 points behind them in the league table as well. So I think it makes sense for him to go there. If he's coming into the summer then as well, having secured promotion with Swansea, he's going to be in good form coming into the international qualifier. So I think it ticks all the boxes for everyone. Maybe Villa fans will be unhappy. I know Deck Pearce, obviously DJ for Today FM, absolutely adores Conor Hourihane, and he always goes on about how much of a valuable player he is. But the thing about Conor is he'll come in for Villa sometimes and he'll be the best player on the park, and he'll score a couple of goals, he'll get a couple of assists, and then he'll have a couple of good games, and then he'll kind of Villa, well, that was more last season, but Villa kind of go downward of a little bit of a spiral, and he kind of goes quiet then for a couple of games. Still think he is to show his best form for Ireland. I think a lot of people would say that as well, but I think it's just the way we play. I think sometimes it just doesn't suit him.
Yeah, another thing, I mean, and an important thing for Ireland, and I mean, we were talking, and I was saying earlier about a midfield of James McCarthy, Jason Malumbi and Jason Knight. If Conor gets left out, we actually need somebody on set pieces. And, well, the obvious candidate is Robbie Brady. That would mean playing Robbie Brady as one of the front three. But I think one of Robbie Brady or Conor Hourihane probably needs to start because free kicks, corner kicks, etc., set piece delivery is such a crucial part of our game. And it's at least one of Conor or Robbie, I think, is needed on the team, because I don't think, I'm certainly not aware of anybody else with that level of quality at delivering at set pieces, and could be the crucial way, as everyone knows, we badly need a goal, and good set piece delivery could well be the route to that goal, hopefully in Belgrade.
Yeah, exactly, but I do think it might be time for someone else to step up and start taking free kicks and corners and stuff like that. I think we can't always be relying on the two lads, especially if they're not playing. We can't always be relying on them. I know they're dependable members of the squad now, having built up experience. And I think Robbie Brady's actually playing really well for Burnley. The only problem is he keeps getting little niggles and then he's being taken off and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the last game he played, he completed 90 minutes. So long may that continue. He just turned 29, still has a lot to give. I still think he's our best creative player by a long stretch. I think if we're playing with a number 10 as an attacking midfield, I think that should be him. You also mentioned yesterday that if we're playing with a front three, that right side of the front three is open. Again, I think he could play there as well if needs be, to allow someone like... Or that could actually be open for Jason Knight, because that's where he played against Bulgaria as well. So there is options there, but it is about having one of them in the squad. But it might be a chance to look at other players who might take set pieces, but just might not take them for their club just yet. Or so someone like Jason Knight could be really good at taking set pieces, but it's just that he's young and learning his way, that maybe he hasn't been given that, I suppose, responsibility. So yeah, it will be interesting. But as regards Hourihane, you are happy to see him going to Swansea?
Absolutely, and I hope it happens, or if not Swansea, but I hope he does go on loan somewhere and he gets game time. But Swansea, second in the Championship, doing really well, winning every week. If he was going there, playing every week, winning most weeks, I think would be a great boost for him. Get game time, get his confidence up, and I think it would be very difficult for Stephen to leave him out from the starting 11 then in March.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think as well.